couple of days ago, we got the final episodes of Andor Season 2. So today, I've decided to do an Andor Season 2 character tier list. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So here are the tiers. We've got Star of Season 2, Great, Good, Are They Even in Season 2, and Why Just Why. Okay, and we're starting off with Bix, who... I don't know where to put Bix actually. She has some interesting storylines, but then her character goes like completely off the rails, which is understandable after what happened in the first few episodes. Obviously with the officer trying to do what he was trying to do, that would ruin her, and then she decides to leave as well, and then at the end they throw her in with the clip of what could be Cassian's baby, which then makes the ending of Rogue One even sadder because that kid will not grow up without a dad. I don't know. I'm gonna say I want to put Why Just Why. Like, she was a lot more badass in Season 1. You know what I'm gonna do? Why Just Why. This could be a terrible decision, but I'm gonna put Why Just Why. I think they could have done her character in a totally different way. Then we got Brazo, who honestly I'm gonna put Are They Even in Season 2 because I mean, he dies so early on in Season 2 that you kind of forget he's even in it. I thought he died in Episode 1 when I've been doing the research to put this all together, and then it's like, oh no, he died in Episode 3 because you watched him in the 3 box. So yeah, is he even in Season 2? Then we come to the main man himself, Cassian Andor, who I'm gonna say was great in the season. Really interesting character. We see his development from that Season 1 rogue guy to this proper rebel guy who is still pretty rogue and disruptive of the rules, but you can see how he's becoming more of a soldier and more sticking to the rules, and his storyline's great and loads of adventure, so definitely for me, great. Then we come to Cinta, who are they even in this season? I mean, yes, they have a tragic ending, but that's more for Vel rather than the character Cinta, who mildly appears as a like driver for one episode and then is killed in the next. Yeah, Are They Even in Season 2? If they hadn't been, would you have even noticed, other than Vel's acting a bit weird? Probably not. Then we come to Deira, who is the main bad guy, and for me, one of the stars of Season 2. We needed a proper villain, and she brought that proper villainous side. Shame about her ending, have obviously been locked up and going to the same prison that Cassian was in Season 1, which is not a nice place to be in. Her storyline, really trying. She even works out who Luthen is, and had they just listened to Deira, they probably would have caught Claire and Luthen, and yeah, would have got information out of him, and the Death Star probably would have been built properly without the plans being nicked. So the whole of the Empire probably wouldn't have crumbled if they just let Deira do a job and listen to Deira instead of locking her up at the end. But yeah, she was great. We saw a real true evil side, even the disregard of a loved one like Cyril. Yeah, for me, star of the season, and the acting was phenomenal on her behalf as well. Then we come to General Draven, as he called. Why Just Why? I really dislike the character. Love the actor, loved him in Sex Education, but in this, Why Just Why? So annoying. Such a Jobsworth in this series, and he's a proper Jobsworth. So yeah, for me, definitely Why Just Why. Then we got K2SO, who minor appearance, but for me, star of Season 2. Unbelievable. The final episodes where he is so funny.
Waking up humans is always confusing.
And just makes the episode so much better. And then he turns into a total badass as well to help Cassian and Claire get out of that situation. Yeah, for me, he has to be star of Season 2. I wanted more of him, honestly. I wish K2SO had been introduced earlier on. He's just so funny. He's so great character. And he's one of the reasons why Rogue One is my favourite Star Wars film. So yeah, definitely star of Season 2. Just wanted even more of him in there. Then we come to Claire, who again, star of Season 2. Absolutely phenomenal. She has become one of my favourite characters in this season. Everything about her in this season is fantastic. The way she works the radios, the way she's in charge, the way she doesn't take crap, the way we got to see her backstory, how her and Luthen got introduced, and how Luthen is almost like a father figure to her, but she's amazing. Also, props to the costume department, the change of hairstyle from that crazy tight updo to a normal hairstyle. yeah, really good. Just for me, one of the stars of the season. Seen her boss around when she's trying to get the, what's it called, the listening device in that episode. Amazing. Yeah, for me, definitely one of the stars of the season. Then we come to Krennic, who I thought was actually good. We saw a more vicious side of Krennic. We saw the more boss side of Krennic, where everyone is scared of Krennic, which then makes Rogue One scene where he's like absolutely crumpled by Darth Vader even more hilarious. Like, this guy is like the top general, you know, he's well respected throughout the galaxy other than the likes of Darth Vader and Palpatine, and we got to see that side. But in Rogue One we obviously see that Vader just treats him like another human. But yeah, it was nice to see him be so menacing, especially when he's like interviewing Deira. That was like cold, but yeah, good character for me. Then we come to Luthen, who I think was good in this season. We saw Luthen really turn, like, things just didn't seem to work out for Luthen. It was all about the rebellion, not about people, and he kind of lost his way a bit. But the way he got out the information that obviously the rebellion will use in Rogue One to stop the Death Star, pretty impressive. His death scene was quite emotional, obviously, and then seeing him be that father figure to Clea, and their backstory episode was really nice to see a bit more backstory of Luthen. But I would say he's good. I wouldn't say great. Bits of Luthen where you're just like, oh, why has he done that? Then we've got the Major, who I would say, are they even in season 2? They have some minor things. They head up meetings and stuff, and obviously we have the death at the end, quite sad ending, really, feeling like a failure and killing himself before he's presumably going to be put in a jail or something. But yeah, other than that, he kind of just was there to like talk through points, almost like kind of a narrator just to get things going. But for me, are they even in season 2? Then we come to Mon Mothma, who I've got to say was great in this as well. I really enjoyed seeing her dancing at the wedding, getting a look. That was awesome. Did the storyline well. We saw the fear that, like, when she's trying to escape, like, she's not just this hardened person, she has feelings and emotions. You got all of that, so I thought it was a great character, and her storyline really worked as well, especially getting away from, like, Perrin, who we come on to next, who, again, are they even in season 2? Bits and drips and drabs you get him in. Nice wedding speech he did, but yeah, are they even in season 2? If he hadn't been in season 2, probably wouldn't have noticed. Yeah, then we come to Saw Gerrera, who I would say was good. We saw this more like aggressive side of Saw Gerrera, this more in charge, everyone's scared of him, his crew does what his crew does, and I think it just builds on the character that makes it even better when we get to Rogue One, so I'm going to say good for him. Then we come to Senator Organa, who interestingly they changed the actor for this time, which was a shock, but I think the actor did really well. The character, I would say, was good as well. It was useful to see, kept the story together, and interesting to see that it wasn't just a decision like for him to stay. It was like, Mon, you go, I'll stay, and yeah, it was good to see. Then we come to General Hirt, who had an interesting time, didn't he? Especially towards the end. The way K2SO just throws him like a rag doll and then uses him as a human shield. Unbelievable. But I kind of feel sorry for him. Like, he was just trying to do his job, he then got dragged into it, and then he made the complete wrong decision by getting Deira put in prison as well. I was going to say, as a character, he's good. Then we come to General Lonnie, who had a heartbreaking ending, really, being shot after just wanting safety for his family. I mean, that was a poor decision on Luthen's behalf. That's if Luthen did it. We don't know who actually killed him. It's implied it's Luthen, but it might not have been. I would say probably good. His death definitely left something, like, just sad, isn't it? Then we come to Cyril, who I've got to say, as a character, star of season 2. He was perfect. The way he died as well, that whole finally getting to possibly kill his greatest enemy, Andor, and yet Andor just doesn't even know who he is. Like, that, the coldness of that. But that scene he's in, honestly, episode 8 for me, one of the best Star Wars TV episodes I think we've ever had. And that scene of him, just the chaos all around him, and he went through so much in this season, his love for Deira. Yeah, for me, definitely one of the stars of season 2. Then we come to Vel, who just why I think for Vel. I mean, she had bits here, but they made the character, she was such a badass in season 1, and then Cinta dies and she's like a general for a bit, but she just kind of, like, again, if she wasn't there, I probably wouldn't have noticed. and they made her character worse, so I'm going to put why, just why. And then we finally, the final one of this video, Will, who I would say was a good character. Again, I'd say he had his moments. Obviously he is Mr. Loverboy, falling in love like left, right and centre does Will. Brought some intrigue, and we got to see Shaw because we're following his storyline. So yeah, I'm gonna say there for the ranking. So those are how I rank the characters of Andor Season 2. How would you rank them? Let me know in the comments. If you do want to try this out for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description. But anyway, thanks for watching, and what did you think of Andor as well, by the way? Season 2, did you enjoy it? Did you not? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you very soon for a brand new video.